On this episode of Toolbox Tuesday, we're going to check out kind of a cool homeowner's modular type system from JIMIHOME. So let's just get straight into it. Let's check it out. As you can see, it's got a handy little carrying case. So that makes it nice to carry around and store. And you see these little buttons here. Each one of these houses a different part of the tools. And each one of these buttons releases one piece. That lets you see the tools that are underneath it. In the top layer, you get a standard assortment of homeowner type tools, and they're all within their own little area, so they don't really move around. That's definitely a bonus. It's nice organized. For the guys that have a really clean aesthetic, this thing is really going to fit you well because it looks clean outside, it looks clean inside. And, you know, I kind of like the color scheme. I like the orange on gray. So let's check out the first tool here. You have a simple tape measure. Looks like a 16-foot tape measure is what I would guess, 12 foot maybe. Definitely good enough to build a box or two. Let's check out the hammer. So the hammer, the hammer actually feels pretty lightweight. It is an 8-ounce hammer, so you're definitely not going to do anything heavy duty with this. It's got a nail holder, so you put the nail in there and you can drive it straight down. And I don't know if this is intended, but it has this rubber end on it, so if you need some finesse work, you're not going to beat it up with the metal. You do have a little bit of rubber padding, so it seems like that's probably intended. It is a branded piece, so that's a good idea. Outside of that, you get a pair of lineman's pliers. These seem decent enough. They don't open super wide. Most lineman pliers don't. But you have multi-use from here. You can grab a bolt here. You can grab some wire to pull through here. You have a cutter on this end. And it's pretty hard to see, but inside of here you got a very small wire stripper. You always are going to need some L keys when it comes to things around the house, and especially, in-car audio, especially metric. That's basically the only size new amps use. And these are extra long ball end hex keys, so I do like that. This is the style that I use anyways. Extra long ball end on one end in case you got a tight spot you need to get into, and then regular end on this end in case you need to get it really tight. So I do appreciate the hex key set here. Now you have your screwdriver. So the screwdriver is simple. It does have a thin shaft, which I like, and the handle's not bad. I mean, it's definitely usable. You're not going to have any issues with it. And you have your assortment of tips in here. Well, there you go. There's your Torx bits. Looks like you might have a few square drives in here, or Robertson bits maybe. And if that one's not going to work for you, you can go ahead and grab the little mini. So the mini will get you in much tighter spots. And you have either or. Let's tear it down to the next level and see what that holds. So in the next level, you get some more tools that you're going to need. Needle nose pliers are very handy when you need them. And when you need them, nothing else will do. So these seem like multi-use needle nose pliers. You have a cutter, you have the little wire stripper hole here. You can grab a bolt or something here. You can pull wire through with the jaws here. So a very nice tool to have. And I know a lot of people hate these, but you can always use an 8-inch adjustable wrench. These will do the trick most of the time if you have enough space to use them. So this is a nice addition to have, especially, in a homeowner's kit where this is focused to. You will definitely be using this tool quite often. And I do like the design. It kind of reminds me of a Baco adjustable wrench, or the snap-on adjustable wrench with the design. And it feels good in hand, so this one's pretty nice. The gearing seats smooth, so no problems there. All right, here we have a razor knife, and this is one of the Olfa styles where you can break it off. So that's a nice touch. It gives you much more than just one razor. You don't have to keep replacing it. And yeah, this is something that's very useful, especially in car audio. You're going to be using this quite a bit. So it's a nice addition, you know, if you're picking this up just to have a all-in-one kit. Again, I do love how it all fits where it's supposed to fit and everything has a place. Moving on, you have some screwdrivers. You have some nice precision screwdrivers. These are small. I believe this is maybe a number 0 Phillips head right here. And you probably use this quite a bit on smaller electronics and things of that nature, as well as your little flathead. So this can be your pry bar, this can be your amp gain, adjustment tool, whatever you need it to be, but it's nice to have a precision screwdriver instead of just the multi-screwdriver that they give you on the top layer, which this is great when you have room. It's not going to give you any trouble, but there are times when you need a small screwdriver or a regular screwdriver that can fit in a regular area without the extra bolt of the head. That being said, you also get a small pack of drywall anchors, so yeah, shout out for that. All right, let's tear it down one further and see what this next layer holds. All right, the last layer holds something very cool. Something you don't often get in toolkits like this. It's an actual drill. So this is a pretty cool looking drill if you ask me. It's kind of futuristic. It has a plastic chuck, so it's not a super heavy duty drill, but this one will definitely do the job. Got a little torque to it, not too bad at all. It does have a clutch, so you can make your adjustments here, and you go all the way to straight drill mode. But in my opinion, this is a great starter drill. If you don't have a drill or you don't have any of these tools, this kit's going to give you everything you need all at once, and you're not going to have to purchase anything else, which is what I like. And that's kind of why I like this for car audio. If you don't have any of these tools, you're going to use most of these tools in car audio, and especially this drill. For installing subwoofers, for pre-drilling holes, you need a drill in car audio. It's just a mandatory tool. And then you get a small case of drill bits. You have a socket adapter, a few sockets here. You have a few screwdriver tips here. You have the adapter so you can use the bits here. And you can use any of the bits that came in the first layer. So this is a really, really solid kit overall. And it gives you everything you need to get the basic stuff done. Now you see one more layer here, that's just the bottom. There's nothing in the layer below. But with that being said, this kit is definitely not cheap. I believe current price is around $260 or $270. It does come with a drill, so you have to factor that in. I think it's priced a little bit higher because it's a little more stylish and it's kind of a modular system, which reminds me of much more higher end things. Now, as far as the tool quality, I think it's pretty good. They're not great. These aren't snap-on tools. These aren't proto level tools, but these are decent tools. They're not bad. I don't foresee an issue with them breaking. They're probably on the level of what you might get from like a mid-tier brand from Harbor Freight. That's the level that I would say they are, and I think that's acceptable when you include everything you get with this kit. And just for demonstration purposes, let me kind of click this together so you can see how it goes. Very simple to put together. Alright, so that is a quick overview of the JIMIHOME toolkit. So if you'd like one of these, I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check it out. If you've purchased something from JIMIHOME or you have this exact set, let me know in the comments below. I want to know your experiences. I haven't got to put this to the full test yet. I've used some of the tools and I thought they worked pretty well. So if you think this one's cool, let me know in the comments. If you don't think it's cool, let me know that in the comments as well. And I will catch you on the very next Toolbox Tuesday.